What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we wrap up season number 2. We're going to check out who won MVP. We're going to check out, owner box and how we lost money this season, man. But I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, man. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Let's jump right into it, man. So we're going to check out the owner box, man. We lost $7 million. It was my fault, though. Second half of the season, I was spending way too much on advertisement. Our ticket prices were way too low, and that's kind of why we are in the deficit that we are. But y'all know that second half, I was just focused on winning games, man. I could care less about money and all that other stuff when it came to this franchise for the second half of season number 2. So that's why it looks like that, man. All right, so our advisors, let's see what they're saying. Fans are starting to get a little more stoked about this team. That's right, baby. Merchandise prices are right where they should be. I left merchandises right where they were. Food prices, grumble at food prices. Food prices were like at the, I did raise them because they were lower, but I did raise them, but to put it at like the league average though. So, whatever. Do you really think do you really think we have, the QB that can take us to the promised land? So that's the biggest question going into the offseason, man. Do we stick with McCown or do we move on? Our stadium upkeep costs are still below the league average, which is going to be. It's going to be. So speaking of McCown, he finished the year with 3,171 of them things, 19 TDs, 19 interceptions, and he completed 58% of his passes. Molden, he had 1,084 yards on the ground, 14 TDs, averaging 3.4 yards per carry, but he had 315 carries, though, man. We were committed to the ground game, man. Griffin, he is obviously our fastest running back. He's not that great, though, as far as his overall is concerned, but, he was able to get in the end zone 3 times, and that really all came, like, the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks of the season, so big ups to him. The Mills only had 53 carries. We kind of went away from him. When Griffin started to get more carries, kind of went away from Mills, but Mills, he still was able to contribute with 4 TDs on the ground himself, and Quant Bowden with 86 catches. He also had 1,101 yards, 8 TDs. Casper with 70 of them things, 1,131 yards receiving, averaging 16.1 yards per catch, and then 5 TDs. And then my man Williams, though, 5 catches for 154 yards, averaging 30 yards per catch, man. He was doing his thing, man. It was definitely doing his thing. But we got to upgrade our receiving core. If we can get a dynamic receiver with speed, that's what we're missing. Our fastest receiver is McAdley. No, it's Williams. But as far as talent-wise, talented plus speed, McAdley, and then Casper and Quant Bowden is our best receiver. He's just not that quick. And as you can see, he's going to that Pro Bowl. And, of course, Molden is also going to that Pro Bowl. So Nick Barnett led the team in tackles with 80. My man Wilson came in with 73 of them things. Lito Shepard, he had 70. My man LeVar Fisher with 22 for loss, man. That is incredible. Freaking incredible, man. When it came to sacks, Wakefield led the way. When it came to interceptions, Al Harris, he led the way. All right, so here we go, man. Matt Hasselbeck, he led the league with a QB rating of 98.7. When it came to passing yards, though, Kurt Warner with 4,203 of them things. Tom Brady was second. When it comes to TDs, Hasselbeck led the way with 30. When it came to most interceptions, Garcia had the least amount, but he got hurt. Dante Culpepper, 31 of them things. Dang, bruh. Dang. And I was going to trade for him, too. Dang. My man. Straight tripping. All right, here we go, man. When it comes to rushing yards, LT led away with 1,753 of them things. When it comes to TDs, he was number 1. Our man Bowden was number 2. And then you had 3 guys tied for 3rd with my man Falk, Alexander Ship. Look at Ship. Ship, you was a son of a gun, bruh. You ain't do nothing for whatever, bruh. Anyways, when it comes to receiving, Torrey Holt, he had 99 receptions. So did T.O. Plexico Burris, don't shoot, bruh. 98 for him. When it comes to receiving yards, Torrey Holt and T.O. and then Eric Moulds and then Laverne Coles for the top 4. Let's check out TDs real quick. Comes to TDs, Coles with 15 of them things, then 12 for T.O., then Burris, Santana, Marvin, and Eric Moulds finished with 11. And then my man Randy Moss, the big boss, he had 10 TDs as well. Then when it comes, look at my man, Pancakes. Willie Roaf, baby. With the pancakes, baby. Let's go. When it comes to tackles, Claiborne of the Minnesota Vikings, he had 132. Tackles for loss, LeVar Fisher doing his thing, then Richard Seymour. When it comes to sacks, Richard Seymour had the most sacks, followed by Javon Curse. Interceptions goes to my man Jones, then Taylor. Brian Dawkins, what up, family? What up, family? And then Derek Brooks. Derek Brooks, I mean, he is a beast in this game, man. All the Maddens, because he's so fast, coverage skills, wrap up tackle. Not the biggest hitter, but, just a solid linebacker, man. Solid linebacker. So, just to see who made the Pro Bowl on the AFC side of things, got Chad Pennington, they got Tom Brady, Jay Feeler. So everybody from the AFC East, bro. Ain't that some crap? Anyways, LaDainian Tomlinson, Ricky Williams, Fred Taylor, got Anderson as fullback. Moving right along, Plexico Burris, Eric Mold, Santana Moss, Jerry Porter, excuse me. Then you got Marvin Harrison, and then you got Derek Mason. Tight ends, McMichael, then you got Heap. Then you got Jolly. My man, Jolly. There goes the O-line. We don't show too much love to the O-line. I apologize, man. Defense, you got Richard Steamer. Then you got Curse. Then you got Ellis. Then you got Johnson. Then you got Hainsworth. Don't step on his head, player. Don't step on his head. Then you got Sam Adams. Got Fisk. Washington. Spikes. Bullock. My bad. Bullock. Then you got Barton. Then you got Peterson, man. So Ty Law still doing his thing, man. Phillip Buchanan. Not as a punt return dude, but as an actual corner, get out of here. And then whoever this is, man. Whoever this is, big ups to you, man. When it comes to the NFC side of things, we got a center, though. Our center that made it, bro. I'm telling you, our center to the left side is solid. It's the right side of our O-line that is just trash. Anyways, man, Kurt Warner, Matt Hasselbeck, Brett Favre, Alexander Molden, baby, Tiki Barber, Mike Allstott. Then you got Coles, then you got Holt, then you got T.O., got Robinson, got Anquan Bolden, Ike Bruce. Who else we got? Willie Rofe. He done made it yet again because he's going to the Pro Bowl every single year, bro. It's a done deal. When it comes to right guard, left guard, there goes our left guard, bro. I'm telling you, the left side of our line is nasty. It's the fools on the right, man. It's the fools on the right. But our center is actually getting kind of old, man. He's getting a little bit older. Let's check him out. How many years have he been in the league? Maybe not. No, 1998. So but no, he should still be around though. He should still be around. But we're definitely gonna focus on the O-line when it comes to the draft. When it comes to the defense, did we get anybody? We did not get anybody. Brian Dawkins, what up, family? I see you, baby. And then the other Dramatica, he made it. So yeah, there it goes, man. So Thomas said he wins MVP. Then he also wins Offensive Player of the Year. LeVar Arrington, he wins Defensive Player of the Year. Molden, Rookie of the Year. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Best quarterback goes to Kurt Warner. Best running back, LT. Laverne Coles gets best receiver. Mayberry gets best offensive lineman. Defensive tackle, best D lineman, goes to defensive tackle Albert Hainsworth. Linebacker goes to Arrington Jones. He gets best DB. Kicker goes to Elam. Coach Andy Reid. He wins Coach of the Year. And then that's that. So the teams that made it to the playoffs from the AFC side of things, we got the Tennessee Titans. They finished with a 13-3 record. Then you got the Dolphins and you got the Chargers. The Jets, they will be playing in the wild card round. So will the Patriots. The Broncos and the Jaguars, they missed out because you had to have the Browns who won their division at 7-9. So they won the division, so you automatically get to go. When it comes to the NFC, we finished 7th, y'all. We finished 7th, y'all. Now, the problem with us, the Cowboys and the Saints, and I guess you could throw the Lions in there, is the fact that the Buccaneers and the Packers, they won their division, so they automatically get a playoff berth. For us, for these three teams, we would have had to got a wild card spot. Too bad for us, though. The Rams were one of the best teams at 11-5, so they have one of those wild card spots. And then the Redskins, who are also 11-5, they have another wild card spot. So that's why the Cowboys and the Saints, that's why those games really didn't matter as much as long as the Rams and Redskins did their job. Because the Rams, when we played the Cowboys, they were like 10-4 or something like that. So if they won one more game, they were going to be in the playoffs. Because the Cowboys, the best they could do was 10-6. But we beat them, and then they lost last week of the season as well. So it wasn't the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, they were going to get in regardless because they were going to win the division. And so for the Saints, they would have to win the division as well. But the time that they faced us, that was just done with. But we went 500. Went 500. And I guess we were 2 games away from, No, we would have had to pass the Rams. So, yeah, forget what I'm talking about. Anyways, man, let's move on. So, for the playoffs wild card round, we got the Patriots at the Chargers. We got the Rams at the Packers, the Jets at the Browns, and the Redskins at those Buccaneers. Let's simulate and see what happens. So, the Patriots, they are out of the playoffs. They lose to the Chargers 24-10. The Rams, they lose to the Packers 14-7, excuse me. The Browns whoop on the Jets. Look at that, 44-10. Cleveland doing this thing, bro. Buccaneers, they beat the Redskins 28-16. So we got the Browns at the Titans. We got the Bucks at the Eagles. Chargers at the Dolphins. And the Packers at the Seahawks. So the Titans, they beat the Browns 31-17. The Buccaneers beat the Eagles in Philly. Look at that. In Philly. Chargers, they beat the Dolphins 21-14. And the Seahawks, they hang on to beat the Packers 17-10. So who y'all got going to the Super Bowl? We got the Chargers and the Titans. And we got the Bucks and the Seahawks. Who y'all got? Here we go, man. Let's simulate. So, man, the Titans, they hold on to beat the Chargers 25-22. And the Bucks, they beat the Seattle Seahawks 13-7. They go to Philly, handle business. And they go to Seattle and handle business. And we beat this freaking team, y'all. We beat this team. We beat the Bucks to kind of start off our win streak, man. And now we got the Buccaneers and the Titans in the Super Bowl. Let's see who wins. Who should be favored? I guess the Bucks should be kind of favored. They have the better overall, but I mean, Steve McNair and Eddie Jones, though. Eddie George, though, fail. Anyways, let's just move past that, okay? Don't hold that against me. Eddie George, Steve McNair. Let's see what they can do, man. Let's see what they can do. The Bucks are the better team, but the Titans have the better quarterback and running back. And the Buccaneers get yet another Super Bowl. Unbelievable. So for the AFC, NFC game, let's see who wins the Pro Bowl. I really call it the AFC, NFC game. Let's see who wins the Pro Bowl, y'all. It is 34-24 AFC, man. So we are going to advance to the playoffs. I cannot commentate no more, so clearly it's time to end this video. Anyways, man, we are going to do the off season in the next episode. I wanted to split it up because this video is already like 10 minutes, 12 minutes long, and I didn't want to have like a 20-30 minute long off season because I am doing a live com, obviously. But yeah, man, that is going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I enjoy bringing it to you. Until next time, y'all, a little bit of peace, a little bit of love, and hot sauce.
Check it, every day we're getting it. Hey, check it. Put the place up. Yeah, we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo. I'm a chaser. Face up.